Hi, today I'm going to show you how to make your flower crown from the kit you received in your virtual Beltane activity box. The kit has everything you need, but I'm going to go through some additional steps in case you want to make extras. Okay, let's get started on our flower crowns. I got these instructions from kitchentableclassroom.com. Be sure to check out their website. They have lots of great crafts and activities for kids. If you have a kit, some of these steps will be completed for you already. I'll try and mention what is already done. But this video will take you through the entire process in case you don't have a kit or you would like to make more. First, we're going to need standard white coffee filters. You can get these from any grocery store, box store kind of place. You're going to divide them into stacks of 3. For our flower crowns, we'll be using 5 stacks of 3 filters. And now we're just going to color them. This step is not very particular. We want to use nice springy colors because we're making flowers, but the design itself doesn't really matter. We're just trying to get some ink on the paper. Washable markers do work best. If you don't have washable markers, regular ones will work, but you will want to proceed through the steps fairly quickly. It just seems to work better. Once we get some color on here, so once you have your coffee filter colored, like I said, the pattern doesn't really matter. You just want fun spring colors. We're going to fold each stack into quarters. So fold it in half and then half again with the marker on the outside. And then gently spray both sides of the stack of paper so that it is lightly saturated, and you'll see the marker will start to run like that. The more water you use, the lighter the colors will get, and so just be aware of that. I've also done this in the sink using the sprayer on my kitchen sink if it's turned down really low. And so you'll want to spray both sides so it's well saturated inside and out. And then we'll set these aside to dry. And once they dry, they're going to be, like I said, a little bit lighter in color. Then we're going to cut our petals. These are becoming flowers. Each one will be a flower, and we're going to cut our petals. The coffee filters are a little big, I think, so I normally cut just a little bit off the edge. And then go through and just cut some really simple petal shapes. You can do some curves kind of like this, or more of like a triangle shape. You could do a ruffle where you just cut some little pieces along here. It's nice to have a variety of petal shapes in your flower crown, just to add different textures. Once this step is done, once they're cut, I guess I need to note that you need to make sure they're thoroughly dry before you cut them, otherwise it gets kind of crazy. Once it's cut, and if you have a kit, you should have 5 pre-colored and pre-cut flowers in your kit. You're going to open it up so that they're flat, and you're going to offset each coffee filter just a little bit so that those petals are offset, and it just gives it a little more texture to your flower. The ruffle ones are a little trickier just because there's more pieces, but you're just wanting to offset those just a little bit. And then we will pinch the center of each stack like that so that it makes a flower. And all I did was pinch the center, and you're going to twist it just a little bit here. And you'll go ahead and repeat this for your others so that you end up with 5 flowers. So again, offset your stack of coffee filters. bunch it up in the middle, and then just put a twist in it to help keep it bunched up, and it'll help with the next steps. After this, we need to cut the headband. Your kit has a piece of cardstock that is cut approximately 1 inch by 6 inches long, and then it has 7 holes punched in it. 1 for each flower, and then we'll be putting ribbons on the end so you can tie it. You could use cardstock, a thicker cardboard. Paper probably won't work well, just it's going to be kind of lightweight for this. After this, all you need to do is stick your flower into the piece of cardstock. You can see how I just stuck it through the hole there. And then use, if you have a stapler, it helps to add a staple just to give it some extra strength. This is an optional step, and all this is stapling that little piece of the flower to the cardstock. You can see where I put that staple in there. This is optional, like I said. Your kit has a bunch of these little stickers. There should be enough for 2 for each flower. They're just clear adhesive stickers, and you could just put those on the back. And then keep going with your flowers. And your adhesive stickers. And just make sure they're stuck down well. And you will do that until you get all 5 of your flowers in your crown. And then you also have 2 pieces of ribbon in your kit, and you just tie those on the end. These ribbons I think are about 12 inches long, 18 inches long, something like that. That's pretty flexible, it just depends on head size. We wanted to make sure kids and adults could both use these, so we put pretty long ribbon in the kits. So once you do that, you should have a completed flower crown. 5 flowers with a ribbon on each end, and then it's ready to tie on your head. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, I have my contact information in the link below, and will be available on Facebook. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you. Okay, now you have your completed crown, and you are ready to celebrate spring in Beltane. We hope you have fun today.